Hello, everyone. It's Dr. Wright here, and I want to thank you for joining me for our first session on Understanding Neurodiversity, Strategies for Inclusion and Advocacy. It's been a fantastic start to our journey together, and I'm excited to take a few moments to recap the key highlights from today's session. In session 1, we began by exploring the foundational concept of neurodiversity. We talked about how neurodiversity is a natural and valuable form of human diversity that includes a wide range of neurological differences like autism, ADHD, dyslexia, and more. It's important to remember that these differences are not deficits, but rather they represent unique ways of thinking, learning, and interacting with the world. We defined neurodiversity as a shift away from the traditional medical model, which often focuses on fixing or curing neurodivergent individuals, and towards a more inclusive perspective that values and respects these differences. This approach encourages us to create environments that accommodate and celebrate diverse ways of being, rather than trying to make everyone fit into a one-size-fits-all model. We also explored some of the common neurodiverse conditions you might encounter in your classrooms, such as autism spectrum disorder, attention deficit hyperactive disorder, and learning disabilities like dyslexia. We discussed how these conditions can impact learning and behavior, and why it's crucial to understand the individual needs of each student. Another key point we covered was the comparison between diversity paradigm and the medical model. We saw how neurodiversity paradigm emphasizes acceptance, accommodation, and valuing the strength of neurodivergent individuals, while the medical model often focuses on diagnosing and treating perceived deficits. This distinction is at the heart of how we approach inclusion in our educational settings. We wrapped up our session with a discussion on how and why embracing neurodiversity is so important in education. By creating inclusive classrooms, we not only support neurodivergent students in reaching their full potential, but we also enrich the learning experiences for all students. When we value diversity in all its forms, everyone benefits. I hope you've had some time to reflect on the self-assessment questions we shared and how these concepts apply to your teaching practices. Remember, understanding and embracing neurodiversity is an ongoing process, and it's okay to feel like there's still more to learn. That's what this course is all about. As we move forward, I encourage you to keep these key takeaways in mind and to be open to exploring new ways to support your students. Every small change we make can have a big impact on creating a more inclusive and welcoming environment. Thank you for your participation in today's session, and I look forward to seeing you in session 2, where we will dive deeper into specific strategies for creating inclusive classrooms. And until then, take care and remember, every student deserves a space where they can learn and thrive. See you soon.